Jason Hanson, his background is all ag retail. It's technology, a crop consultant. He works with farmers. He works with ag retail on a contract basis. Spraying questions and timing make up a vast majority of what he does. He also matches equipment capabilities up in chemistry. He's an independent on AGvisorPRO. So if you wanted to reach out to an independent person like Jason or Tom Wolf, you can do that on AGvisorPRO. This is like the Uberization of brains. And Jason, one of the things I want to talk about a little bit today is adapting to dry conditions or uneven stands. What are you seeing out there? What are guys thinking about? What should they do?
Yeah, that's right. That's just how it is with the spring we've gotten Delta. So it seems like spring started quite a while ago. We didn't have a lot of snow. So we have very spotty stands on just about every crop.
Where are you, Jason? I should have mentioned that just so people know geographically where you are.
Sorry about that. Yeah, I'm in Devil's Lake, North Dakota. So I'm kind of in the northeast part of the state. I'm only about 60 miles from the Canadian border. So Devil's Lake is a big fishing recreational area, and very similar cropping to what you're going to see in a lot of Canada as well. So, but we've just had a rough go of it. We had a bunch of snow and rain in 19. We rode all of that on 20, and we're tapped for subsoil. And so we've gone out and tried to do the best we can to conserve moisture. It's been pretty tough. And now we have very spotty stands, particularly wheat on soybean ground. It's probably the worst. So I have wheats that we've just recently got some rains, anywhere from say 40 hundredths to 1.5 inches. So me and my son have been out the last 2 days, except for today. We had to quit at 10 because it blew so you can't see stuff when it's full of gravel and dust in your eyes. But I've got wheat that's 2.5 leaf, and in the same field it's just germinating. So now I'm having to process what am we going to do here, because and I don't have any weeds because it's been so dry. So that's in my favor, but I have to start planning about what we're going to do with these situations. I've got low humidity. I've got dust and dirt that I know I'm going to contend with, and people are just getting anxious. I had 3-4 calls today from people. Is the seed die? Is it germinating? We got moisture, but
what do you see? What are you seeing out there for weed pressure, and how do you make that economic decision on an uneven and a thin stand, Jason?
So it's so unique because it's always been in the last couple of years. We always get moisture, and we get these beautiful stands. It corrects everything, and now you've got. I drove the other day. I probably drove on my 4-wheeler for 300 yards and never ran over a blade of wheat. Mm-hmm. So I've got nothing out there. I don't even have weeds. So this rainfall is going to bring that on, but now I've got to, this is going to change up what we kind of planned. We got a plan set in place. We probably deviate a little bit from it, but this might change it because I'm going to have probably by the time that germinated stuff gets to be spiked just out of the ground, I'm going to have 4.5 leaf wheat. So now I got to make this call what we're going to do and then time it out. And that's going to be...
Yeah,
that's going to be a
Jason,
challenge.
One of the things that we're trying to do with AGvisorPRO is to give farmer the ability to go to the field and show you what he's seeing. I mean, there's only so many miles you can put on in a day, right? But using an application, we could actually put your brains in the field without your body being on the farm. So that's, because you're going to get jammed up here, aren't you?
Well, it's already, so today we got backed up because of the wind. Everyone else did. So I don't have pre's that are going out, which people were questioning doing that because it was so dry. Do we even put this pre on? Yeah. And if we don't have that, that's going to change everything. And so you're just trying to, keep the stress level low, but manage everything else over these acres. And we still have time, but when we get warm out here and by next week with this moisture, we're going to have a weed explosion. And then people are going to get excited, and it's.
Hey, listen, Jason. What's going to happen? We've been hearing a little bit about some product shortages in the marketplaces, and maybe some shifting of products. What do you see out there? I mean, I guess we just disabled your camera for bandwidth. That's another issue with being in the country. But what are you seeing out there with shifting products, Jason?
So we're having some issues with Particularly, we have a product down here, Husky. It's bromoxynil and pyrosulfatol. It's very popular. That is very tight, which is then that causes other issues with other products. We also are very dry. So one of the concerns from last year is clopyralid carryover. And we can move to more clopyralid containing material. And some people are comfortable with that. But I think this year people are going to have to get out of their comfort zone. And so that means we're going to be spraying at different times. We're going to be spraying different products. And we got to be really sharp on our math because we got different rates. So I try to get cheat sheets and things to people and mixing order and what to do and when to do it. That's probably the biggest thing my growers want is can we start? And we just go from there. But yeah, Liberty's another product. I think clethodim's going to become an issue. I've already had clethodim go out sprayed on canola because the canola popped up. We had so much volunteer wheat. It seems to be about the only weed that we really have out there so far in our stubble. So I've already had some draw on that. There'll be some other products. I think we'll have, because it's been so dry, I think we're going to see more of an insecticide here. And at this point, less of a fungicide. So we might see some dollar shift and we might have some excesses in the market, but some shortages as well. So,
I still maintain that before a farmer pulls a trigger on a decision, especially one where he's not comfortable in the products that he's had to shift to, I think that getting some advice from a guy like you is just awesome. That's what we built AGvisorPRO to do. Yes, I'm pumping AGvisorPRO, but I'm also saying that you're available to help these guys make these decisions, because this is going to be a lot of audibles this year.
Yep, that's the word. Yep, you got to be able to adapt. Every time I talk to a retailer, it seems to be another product. So I just try to keep my people up to speed, and then I reach out to my network. And this would be great because this is a wider draw, because this even expands internationally. So
yeah,
that's
I noticed great. That we're going to just wrap you up here. I noticed that Jason Voigt just said that you're an extension of the Red River Valley. Do you cheer for the Jets? Because I'm sure licking my wounds right now.
Yeah, I actually do. I watched the last two games, so I'm not really a Minnesota Wild. I'm more of a Winnipeg Jets fan. So
well, there you go. Well, you just got a whole lot of hugs from the boys in the Red River Valley. So there you go. Thanks, Jason.
Yep.
We'll get you back to the group discussion here in a bit. Okay, thanks, buddy.
Yep. Thank you.